Welcome to back to Spotlight on Vegas Business, the premier business lunch show you do not want to miss.
It is lunch with Spotlight on Vegas Business, and we actually have dessert with Spotlight on Vegas Business because we have the incredible Chef Wes with Table34 who brought us food.
Yes, food.
Food.
Chocolate for me.
Chocolate for you and lime for me. You're now,
my
I'm sorry, we've had some incredible guests on today, but now you're my favorite because the way to my heart is through my taste buds.
I thought that might work, so.
You get that a lot. You're like a likable guy because you've always have delicious food, right?
Well, I like to think I'm likable besides the fact that I have delicious food. But if it helps, it helps, and I'm...
It doesn't hurt, let me tell you what.
All right.
So you are in here. I'm feeling super warm and happy and fuzzy today because we just had a great interview with a great organization, Big Brother, Big Sister of Southern Nevada. And you are here as one of our fantastic business people in Southern Nevada, but you're here, Chef with a Heart. You're here for some other really great organizations.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about Restaurant Week and what that's all about?
Yeah, we participate in Restaurant Week every opportunity we get, and it's real simple. You go dine out, you eat off a special prepared menu that we have, and every meal that's purchased, $6, will go to 3 Square, providing food for hungry people in Nevada. And the great thing about it is this organization set up a food bank where the dollars are really maximized. So for every $6 that's donated from every meal, that's about 18 meals for hungry kids.
And I saw a statistic that there are more than 300,000 people that are eating, hungry people that do not know where their next meal is coming from. And here in Southern Nevada. Not in a third world country, folks.
Exactly.
Right here in our community, hungry people.
So it's sad, and I like to, join in as a community every opportunity I can and just kind of help out when I can. And this is the easiest way to do it. All you have to do is go and have dinner, and it's going to provide some money for some people who really need it.
Yeah, that's a tough thing to do. I'm looking at this menu, and I'm telling you, it's going to be a sacrifice for me to come in and enjoy some lobster macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, that's a real
Some sacrifices are worth making.
I've got to twist some arms to get people to order that dish, I got to tell you.
The hardest thing is going to be to figure out, how many times I'm going to be coming into Table 34, because also the grilled pork chop with chipotle potato puree, asparagus, and hard cider glaze. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's actually one of our signature dishes, and it's just wonderful. The flavor combination on that plate goes from sweet to spicy. It is just a well-rounded dish, and one of our customers' favorites for sure.
Yeah, you had me at Chipotle.
Yeah?
Yeah, you did.
All right.
So Table 34, I heard from a little bird that, is it possible this is 10 years for Table 34?
Actually, we're on our 11th year now.
11
Last
years?
year was our 10-year anniversary.
Cannot be.
And we carried on the tradition of Restaurant Week, but we did different charities throughout the year. So we did Casa de Luz and Baby's Bounty and a number of other nonprofits that really need help in the Las Vegas Valley here.
So I still can't believe that it's been your 11th year for Table 34, because to me it still seems like the new hot restaurant, because that's what happens in restaurants. You get something that's new, people want to come in, but people still want to come in to Table 34 because it is, is it just because you're keeping the menu fresh? You're always innovating?
I try and keep it fresh, and this time of year it's really easy because there's so much wonderful produce out there. All the seafood has been pretty spot on and blemish free, as I like to say, when it comes in. So seafood's been really moving a lot. When it gets hotter, people don't want to eat as heavy, and I'm right there with them. So I try and change the menu and change the specials up with the seasons and lighten it up in the summer.
Yeah, for a guy that's so good with protein, you really the veg is not neglected at all for you. So I think that's pretty incredible, because you're a meat guy.
Yeah, I'm talking to my produce guy pretty much every day, about 5 times a week, and trying to find out what's fresh, what's coming up, what are we looking forward to, and just getting the best quality that I can. We try and go organic as much as possible. There are certain items that are just unobtainable organically. However, there's so much out there that we can always keep it fresh and keep something exciting on the plate. And our customers really enjoy that about us, and we try and keep it new.
Well, I think that's one of the points. I mean, you get a lot of restaurants that, either have good taste or good health. It's very rare to find a good restaurant that has both. And, I think that's a very important point to harp on, that you can actually provide both. You actually provide a healthy meal that actually tastes good.
Absolutely. And I like to have something for everybody. So we have vegetarians, pescatarians. We get, all different people with dietary concerns coming in the restaurant. And I try and keep an open mind and keep the menu open to accommodate everybody. So we have a lot of ingredients in the house, and I can always usually whip something up if there's something special that people need or want as well.
How much notice do you need to do special dietary concerns?
Well, usually we can put something together pretty rapidly. A lot of times I have people that come in who are vegan, and I keep some vegan pastas around. We keep a lot of fresh organic vegetables around, and I know that being vegan is rough because you don't want to have another pasta and you don't want to have another salad. You want something a little more substantial. So we try and work with them as much as we can. But other than that, I can pretty much customize any other dish on the menu to keep it, say, gluten-free or some other dietary concern, or leave out the salt.
So Table 34, where's that at for those that have not been lucky enough to
Table
dine there yet?
34 is 600 East Warm Springs Road, and we're between Las Vegas Boulevard and Paradise on Warm Springs. The direct cross street is Amigo, and we share a building with a U.S. Bank and a Starbucks, which makes it really easy to spot us.
Yeah, there's a nice little business park out there. You get a lot of lunchtime traffic, a lot of business lunches.
Yes, we're in the McCarran Center, and very, very accessible by freeway, very close to the airport. A lot of diners like to hit us before the Smith Center. We've got a great location for the accessibility to the freeways.
Yeah, without meaning to put you on the spot, I know you have a lot of amazing dishes. Is there a specific dish that you have your favorite dish?
On our regular menu, there is. I'm very partial to the sea scallops.
Okay.
And I'm very partial to the rack of lamb. Now, on the special restaurant week menu, there's one item that does stand out, and it was already mentioned. It's the lobster mac and cheese.
Okay.
And I make a white bechamel with an aged Irish cheddar for that dish.
My mouth is watering. Can you hear that on air?
Using
sounds like a
fresh
waterfall.
lobster meat, fresh asparagus, and then it's topped with the Irish cheddar, and we get it nice and toasty brown on top, so it's just luscious.
Would you
Really good.
apologize to your wife right now? There are so many thoughts that are going through my head right now that I just apologize to her in advance. I know you're a married guy, you're a father.
Yes.
Speaking of that, Father's Day is coming up.
Father's Day is coming up.
So tell me what's a good, Mother's Day is always one of the busiest days of the year for restaurants. Does Father's Day get busy? Do you have some Father's Day tips for us? Maybe something on the grill?
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows that Dad likes steak and Dad likes ribs, and I've got both of those at Table 34, so don't hesitate to bring them on down.
I know.
But everybody asks me, what did you do to the steak? Why is it so good? And my response is always just salt and pepper. And they go, really, just salt and pepper?
Yeah.
On a good piece of beef, that's all you need. And I'm not real shy with the salt, I'll admit. But the thing about it is, if I have a steak that's 4 inches tall or 3 inches tall, a nice center cut fillet, if you salt the outside even heavily, the inside is not getting that salt. So when you take a bite, the flavor profile is just wonderful.
You're having dirty thoughts now too, Weinberger, aren't you?
I definitely am.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. I
get
don't
the
feel
grill
as
hot,
guilty.
get the
Sorry,
grill hot,
Mrs.
and it won't stick.
Mrs. West. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
We're both.
I've actually
totally
I've
in
been
it
to
to win
Table
it.
34 on a few occasions, and it's never disappointed. It's always been great food. Not only great food, it's great service. It's all around. It's a good time.
Yeah. So for all of you classic men out there that are worried about going to a hot, trendy restaurant with all of this talk about vegans and vegetables and what we do to vegetables, Chef Wes is a man's man that knows his meat. He's a meat guy. So bring in those fathers for some incredible experience that, this is a place that not only is participating in Restaurant Week, that is helping out 3 Square. Table 34 is charitable and conscious of the community all year round. You support Opportunity Village all year round.
That is a big charity in town that we proudly support. In fact, what we're doing as a tie-in with Restaurant Week is everyone who purchases an item off of our Restaurant Week menu will receive a gift from Opportunity Village, and what they're doing is they're making us some of their wonderful homemade cookies, and we're going to give you a little gift bag of cookies to bring home with you.
Oh my gosh.
We need to have them on more often.
I'm telling you, this is brilliant marketing. I am 100%. I want to go move into Table 34.
You're
so.
welcome to.
Yeah. Can you tell me why Table 34? Where'd the name come from?
Well, previously we were the Wild Sage Cafe. When that corporation dissolved, we were invited to reopen a restaurant in the same location. And all the tables in a restaurant are numbered. And there was one table that is 134, where all of the VIPs and people wanted that table for anniversaries, celebrations, birthdays, whatever. And we used it as our fictitious business name, and it kind of stuck. And everybody asked the question, what's Table 34? So the curiosity was there, and we thought, well, there's no other name we can come up with that'll be better. Let's stick with it. And here we are in our 11th year as Table 34, and people still ask the question, so it must still be working.
Well, you know what?
Definitely.
The Table 34 used to be for VIPs. Now the whole restaurant is called Table 34, and that's really the experience when you walk into Chef Wes's restaurant and family business. This it's your sister that owns the restaurant with you.
And myself and my sister are the managing partners. I'm the executive chef, and she's the general manager.
Love it.
And we do try and treat everybody like a VIP.
You
You're
do.
right.
I can testify firsthand that every time I've been there.
I feel super
I feel-
special right now with my lime tart with the fresh berries on it and all this fresh lime zest. I'm super excited for break because I'm
Yeah,
eating.
I've got what appears to be like a chocolate cake with some strawberries.
And all you other folks out there, you're just going to have to get yourselves down to Table 34. Check it out. You can amazing Yelp ratings, amazing following on Facebook because they've earned it. They've been a member of our
Absolutely.
community, feeding us the best food possible and giving back to a lot of amazing organizations here in town. Chef Wes Kendrick, it's amazing to have you in studio. Thank you so much for our goodies and for sharing information about Restaurant Week. We're excited. June 15th through June 26th, come on in and order off this special menu. Do it several times because I don't know, I can't choose. I'm going to have to come in at least 3 or 4 times. So
I think we found a new lunch spot.
I think so. I think so.
We'll see you there. Thanks
All
for
right.
having me.
We'll see you there. This is Nicole, along with my co-host Mark, thanking Chef Wes with Table 34 for coming on in and sharing a little dessert for our Power Business Lunch. This is Spotlight on Vegas Business. We'll be back in 1 minute.